Okay, the next one, welcome back to another section in episode. What we'll be talking about is the operation operation on primitive data type. Since we have already know what primitive data type are, primitive data type are string, number, boolean, none, and non-defined. Then we now want to check what we can do and what we can perform in the primitive data type. The first one is the concatenation operators. Whenever we are talking about the concatenation operators, it always work on a string data type. And the concatenation means that what we are trying to join two things together. Now, if I say that let's part one part one of the word is equal to I am a software and I put the let the part two of the sentence part two of the sentence equal to developer. If I now want to join the two sentences together to make a complete sentence, then let complete now let complete sentence be and the next one will now be let complete sentence. The complete sentence will now be the part one. We use plus sign for concatenation because we are using it for a string, because we are joining a string together. Then part two. Okay, let's complete sentence. Then if I put complete sentence inside the console.log, if I put complete sentence here, okay, if I don't put the complete sentence now, the complete sentence will be combination of I am a software developer. Then let's take a look at it. Let me save my code. Then the next one is I will copy the part of the HTML file and paste it on the browser. Then click on inspect and check console.log. Can you see the response now? I am a software developer, but there is no space between the software and developer. Since both of them are string concatenation, I will just pass in an empty string here. We use plus sign for string concatenation. Can you see it now? I am a software developer. Now, this is all about the string concatenation. Anytime we are dealing with string concatenation, we merge two strings together and we use a plus sign for the string concatenation. Now, let's look at the next one. Template elytra. The template elytra is just if we want to use template elytra, it's the same thing we are using it for a string concatenation, but the difference is just the symbol and the sign. Anytime you want to use a template literal for this the same sentence, if I put let complete sentence 2, now the first sign in template literal is batik. I'll use the batik, the dollar sign, batik, dollar sign, and curly braces. These curly braces contain only the variable name that you have already been declared before. Then I will now put part 1, then part 2. If I try to log into console.log, then refresh the browser, can you see that it's the same thing? Now either you use template literal or concatenation for the string, but the only difference there is the symbol, the sign. If you are using concatenation, it means that what you'll be dealing with plus, but if you are using template literal, it means that what you'll be dealing with batik. As we go on, then I will show you how to use template literal very well. Let's look at the next one. The next one is arithmetic operator, and from the word arithmetic, it means that so we are performing some operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, exponential, division, modulus, increment, and decrement. Now let's take a look at the example of the arithmetic operators. But we only perform arithmetic operator inside a number, because if we are adding two strings together, it have already turned towards concatenation. We are doing plus sign, it have already turned to concatenation. Now let me declare, the first one is the addition. Let me declare let y equal to 2, let x equal to 5. If I want to perform the addition, let output or answer output equal to y plus x, because what y is already declared, y x is already declared, and anytime I call the y variable name, it will bring out 2. Anytime I call x variable, it will bring out 5. Let's now check the output. Console.log output. Can you see that what is 7? That is based on the addition. We are adding 2 items together. It may be 2 items or more than 2 items. We are adding 2 variables together. Now let's look at another example. That is, now do you remember that we can reassign a variable to let? I can call output equal to I can call the output, then I can call output, or I say output equal to assuming I declare another value, let a or z equal to 10, then I can declare let output equal to y plus z, meaning that this it will update the result of the previous output. Then if I say console.log, if I log in console.log output, the answer will be 15 because I'm adding, okay, the answer will be 12. I'm adding y, what is the value of y? 2 plus z, what is the value of z? 10. 2 plus 10, that is 12. Can you see it now? 12. The first 7 is coming from the line 6, while the second 12 is coming from line 8. That is based on the output. Let's do for this one is based on the addition. Let me comment on it so that we're able to addition. Now the next one we are doing is the subtraction. Now the next one we are doing is the subtraction, and when we are talking about subtraction, it means that what we are trying to remove a number from another number, maybe a biggest number or this. Now since we have already declared our variable down, we can still use it. If I say that I can declare let output 2 or let answer. Now this let answer is a new variable that I just declared. Let answer equal to z minus x, meaning that I'm saying that z, what is value of z? 10 minus 5. And if I say console.log answer, it will be 5 because I want to remove 5 from 10. Can you say that? It's 5. That is based on addition and subtraction. Let's go to the multiplication. The next one is multiplication. When I'm talking about multiplication, it means that what we want to multiply two things or more than two things, more than two numbers together. And if I want to do multiplication, I can do let result equal to y. You know where the y is coming from. It's from our variable that we have already been declared before. They will now use asterisk for the multiplication in JavaScript. Asterisk and asterisk x. If I put console.log results, it means that what 2 multiplied by 5 and 2 multiplied by 5 will be 10. The output will be 10. Let's check our output. 10. That is based on the multiplication. Let's continue. The next one. Now let's continue. The next one is division. The next one is division. And if you want to do the division method, I can say that let output 2. No, that we have already declared the output before equal to, or Since I've already, okay, let me do it like this. Let output to equal to let output to equal to then let's check the value that we want to use, equal to z divided by x. And if I put console.log output to is at 2, because what we are trying to do is what is the value of our z is what 10. What is value of our x is what 5. 10 divided by 5, the output will be 2. Let's move to the next one. The next one is exponential. And when we are talking about the exponential, it's just like 2 raised to power or 3 raised to power. That is exponential. Let's say that let expo equal to, now let expo equal to, I want to perform like 2 raised to power 5 or 5 raised to power 2. And anytime we want to do something like that, maybe 5 raised to power 2 for my example, what is our value of 5? Our 5 is what? X. That's what we call the variable of x. Then you now do double asterisk. Double asterisk means exponential. Then the value you want it to raise to power 2, that is raised to power y. It just means that what the output will be 5 raised to power 2 and the answer will be 25. Let's try to check our answer. Exponential. Expo. Can you see now? 25. That is based on the exponential. If you are trying to do exponential, it means double asterisk for exponential. Let's move to another one. The next one is the modulus. Based on the modulus always return the remainder. The remainder will be the answer, it will be the result. If I do something like this, let results 2 equal to, and we use percentage for modulus. X modulus y. We use percentage for modulus. Now the modulus y. The output will be how many times can we see, because this is 5. This is 5 modulus of 2. It means that's what, how many times can we see 2 inside 5? That is 2 times. Then remainder what? It remain what value? It remain 1. meaning that the answer, the results will be 1. Let's try to check our answer. Console.log result. Now you see it's 1 because how many times can we see 2 inside 5? That is 2 times. Remainder 1. Then modulus always return remainder. Let's look at another thing that we can do. Okay. Z modulus of x results to Z modulus of x. It means that what is our value of z? Our z is 10. 10 modulus of 5. How many times can we get 5 inside 10? That's we can count 5. We can remove 5 inside 10. Now it means that 2 times remainder what? Remainder 0. Because the results will be 0. And the answer will now be what? 0. Because modulus work with remainder. I see 0. Then the next one is the increment. Increment just means that increasing the number. If I put if I put plus plus, it means that it will be increasing its default by 1. If I call z variable, then I put plus plus. Let's check our value of z. Our value of z is 10 before, and I do plus plus. This first plus plus means that I should add 1 to it. If I try to do console.log z, the first value is 10 before, and now add another 1 to it. It will be 11. The output will be 11. Can you see it? Now, if you do plus plus, it means that add 1 to it. If I still duplicate it 3 times, it means that add 1, another 1, that is 3. I'm adding 3 here. Then 3 plus the previous value before, that is 10. It means 13. Then the answer will be 13. If I refresh the browser, the answer will be 13. Is it 13? Okay, that is based on the increment. It's based on the decrement. Decrement is just the opposite of increment. It means that it is reducing default by 1. Now let me check the value of x is 5. If I put x minus, it means that remove 1 from the value. 5 minus 1, it means 4. The answer will be 4. If I log in console.log x, it means 4 minus 1, 4. Okay, that is all about the arithmetic, then the concatenation and template elytra. Now let's look at a quick example of how to solve, because what I'm just doing is just explaining how the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponential. Now, assuming I want to calculate the area of a triangle, area of a triangle. Now, the area of a triangle is, I can use multiple comments here. slash asterisk, then asterisk slash. Instead of single comment. Now, area of a triangle. We know that the area of a triangle is what? Half base times height. This is the formula. Area of a triangle, half base times height. Now, the first thing we firstly check is that, okay, we have base, we have height. It means that, so you firstly declare a variable called what? Base. Then from the formula, we have another one called height. You declare a variable called height. You have already declared the variable of height and base. It means what? Half, to complete the area of the triangle. And it means that what the next variable I want to declare is area of triangle. And the area of a triangle is what? Half base times height. 1 divided by 2. Base. It means that what is multiplication asterisk, then I, then base height. And let me try to log in also dot log area of a triangle, that is half base times height, and the answer is 20. And let's do normal simple calculation. What is our value of base? 4. Then 4 multiplied by 10, that is 40. 40 divided by 2, that is 20. The answer is 20, and the result is 20. Okay, let's look at another example. Now, another example is area of circle. And we know that the area of a circle we know that area of a circle is what? 2 pi r square. 2 pi. So we don't have the symbol. Then 2 pi to okay, I don't have the symbol here, but we know that the area of the circle is 2 pi r squared. It means that what is the variable that I can declare? Then pi, and we know that pi is constant. Then we have r, radius, and I can declare let pi equal to, and you know that pi is a constant. Instead of me using let, I can now put what? Const. Since it's a constant that cannot be changed, pi equal to 3.142. Then let radius equal to maybe 5. If I now want to then let area of a what? Area of a square. Area of a square. Area of square. Then equal to pi. 2 pi r square. It means that for 2 asterisk then pi and r. If I want to do my r, is two method. I can do r multiplied by r, and if I do console.log area of a triangle of a circle, area of a circle. Okay, r is not defined, then is radius that I use. R is not defined, is radius. Let me use radius. Radius that I use for the variable, not r. Asterisk radius. Then let's go back again and refresh. We don't have any error again, and this is the answer. Now I can use this formula or I can use another formula. Okay, let's look at another example. And if I put area of a circle equal to 2 pi r square asterisk by r square. But instead of me doing r radius like this, and I'll just do double asterisk. And you remember that double asterisk is what? Exponential 2. It means that what? The radius raised to power 2. And if I do console.log area of a circle, if I come back here, refresh, is that what? The same result. The same result. Now that is all for this video. Thank you. See you next video. Bye.